Hello friends, it's Cindy Brumbaugh from CindyLeeBDesigns.com, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. I have a twisted gatefold card for you today. This one has been around forever and I'm finally getting to make one. It's so adorable and it fits into an A2 sized envelope because it's 4 1/4 and it's smaller than 5 1/2 across horizontally. Super simple to make. Let me show you how. I used the Sweet Candy Canes bundle, and that has these really pretty candy canes and this nice font. I've got little Gwenny here today, so she's squawking in the background. She's just making us some Christmas music. Has these great dies, which are called the candy cane dies. Cuts out the candy canes, some little leaves, a cute little tag we're going to be using on here. Isn't that adorable? And it has this awesome big die, this striped die. So we're gonna be looking into the future for that one. That's pretty cool. So what we're gonna do is start with how easy it is to make this fold. So we're gonna start out by grabbing our trimmer. And this one I'm going to use Sweet Sorbet. The candy cane paper has Sweet Sorbet in it, Real Red, Garden Green, Pool Party, and it has Flirty Flamingo as well, a pretty pink in there. I think it's flirty. Yes, so we're gonna start out with a 7 1/2 inch by 4 1/4. And we're gonna put that 7 1/2 inch side up at the top. And we are going to score at 2 1/2. Dark blade is for cutting. Scoring is the lighter gray blade. We're gonna go to 2 1/2, and then we're gonna go over to 5. Go to 5. So now we have like 3 panels here. Now what we're gonna do is make a diagonal coming from the top left to bottom right, and then top left to bottom right of the 2 side panels. So we're just gonna pop that like this, top right down to that score line, and we are going to score. Now we're gonna do the same thing on this panel on the right. We're gonna go from the top to the bottom right, top left, bottom right, the same as we did on the other one. Just pop those 2 points into the scoring groove, making sure they're both in there, and we're gonna just score that down. And there you go. So I'm gonna just put this aside for just a second here to show you how this will end up being folded. So we're gonna have it folded, or you can actually do it either way. I'm gonna fold it this way, and then fold it. Actually, you can do it either way. You'll see that it just folds on the score lines and closes in the middle, so you can make your card. It looks like I have it made. No, I have it made. Oh, which way did I do it? This way? I guess I'm doing it a little different this time. Did I? Yeah, you can actually make it either way, or you can fold it. I guess what's confused. Okay, there. Let's not confuse me. It doesn't take much to confuse me. Okay, there we go. Fold it till you have it the way you want it to be. Since you have these little panels, and each of these panels is 2 1/2, we're gonna cut 3 pieces of designer series paper, and they're gonna be 2 1/4 by 4. All the measurements that I have and use and the products I use are underneath the YouTube description. You can see them there, but you can also see a link to my blog, and you just press that link. It takes you right over to CindyLeeBDesigns.com, and you can find additional photos and little tidbits over there. Now the way I do this, just to be safe, is I look at the card and I say, okay, this paper that I'm gonna put this way, I wanna use this print, okay? So if I'm gonna use that print, I'm gonna wanna cut from here to here. So I just kind of just leave it there and take it off of here so that I know I'm going to cut it the correct way. Now you can see again, just take that and put it on that middle section. That's gonna be great. Okay. The card's gonna be going this way, but just think of it going on these 2 flaps here, and just to be safe, you'll know that it goes from here to here. So you're just going to go from the top right to the bottom left, and this piece of paper, as I said, was 2 1/4 by 4, so that we have a border. Then we're gonna cut diagonally here. So let's do that. Okay, and these two pieces are going to go on here. And you know what? We are just going to go ahead and pop them on there so that they help us visually to see what's going on here. So I'm just going to pop that onto this triangle here, mostly paying attention to getting my border on this side and this side. And then this one is going to go here, and glue gives us a little wiggle room, because it's always, to me, they're never actually ever absolutely perfect. You just have to sometimes not get all bent out of shape when things aren't perfect. And I'm trying to convince myself of that, because I will tear things apart and then I realize it's not a big deal. So there is that first one. Now, if we turn our paper this way, we're gonna realize we want this one to go on underneath the two flaps. So think of it this way, we're gonna have to cut it differently. This time we're gonna have to cut it from the top right to the bottom left, okay? So we're gonna go from here to here, because that's going under. And like I said, the best way to do that is to just put the piece of paper on your card and then slide it over. So now we can see that this is going to go under here and under here on this flap. Okay, so let's put some glue on there. And we're going to pop that right here, and just giving myself a little border where you can mostly see it. If it's off a little, I'd rather have it off here because it's kind of folded this way. And then we're gonna put one up here, okay? And you'll notice that those stripes are going in the same direction. And that is why I'm actually, doing it as I go, because then if I happen to have all my triangles and I put the wrong triangle on, then I'll catch myself doing that. Caught some glue on here. Okay, so there we go. You can see how they're matching up the colors. Now, the other thing is, you don't have to do this, but if you would like to do these two here, notice that this one, if you cut from here to here, will fit here, and then, so the top one will fit in this corner, and the bottom one will fit in this corner. So we're gonna go from top left down to bottom right. It's so funny. I've seen this card, this technique posted so many times, and just thought, oh, I'm gonna have to take some time to sit down and figure that out. And it is so easy, so easy. Okay, so now we're gonna do some of this green here, cover it so that we get the stripe showing here. And isn't it fun that you get to see two designer papers? You get to see two designer papers on each of these flaps here. You will notice these ones don't kind of go together, but they don't have to go together because they don't really meet each other. So you put that one on this inside here. And once again, I'm just trying to keep at least one part of it with an equal border there. So we've got that. That leaves us a section there for our sentiment. And I'm just gonna make this white and put a sentiment there. And this section here, since it is 2.5, we're gonna make our white 2 1/4, and this is 4 1/4, so we're gonna go down to 4. And I already stamped that with my garden green. Then I'm just putting a little blue on the top and the bottom so that I don't end up with squiggles all over my paper. And then we just pop that in the middle. Wow, look how fast that goes together. Now this paper is unique in a lot of, in the way a few of our papers are. I mean, we can actually cut out paper. Here, let me find it here. We have paper, designer paper, that has the candy canes. It has a pretty stripe on this side, and you can cut these out. So I kind of cheated and just cut mine out. But as soon as your paper's gone, you know what you can do. You just stamp these. You stamp them and cut them out. And I like that they have variations in the red rubber. That gives it some dimension to it. And also, one goes to the right hook, one hooks to the left. So, and there's a real pretty one here too. Look at this pretty one that's got the pool party and pink and green and sweet sorbet. So we're going to put these on. Now I'm going to show you this really cute tag die that's in there. Now if you get candy canes, you could stamp this across here this way and stick a real candy cane down through here. Won't that be cute? Well, I decided just to put a little 3/8 of an inch by 3 1/4. Now I've made it that size, and I'm just going to use my tailored tag punch to make a little pennant end on each side. Just use any punch that has like a little bit of a, that'll make a little, I'm a little off on that one. Let me see here. I think I have it there. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this one over because it's a little crooked. I have a little too much. Need it to go down a little. Yeah, that's better. Okay. And then I'm just going to take this, and once again, I went 3 1/4 by 3/8. So the 3/8 fits in here really nicely. And then I'm just going to pop these little candy canes behind. Okay? Then I can just play with it any way I want to get it situated here. So I'm just going to kind of make sure that my little hooks are up above the tag and that they're apart a little on the bottom. Make sure they're in the middle there, and turn it over and just put a piece of Scotch tape there. I'm just going to double check, make sure it's right in the middle. That one goes down a little bit. That one comes up a little bit. Looks good. Hold it back. Why not just tape it all into place? There you go. And then all you have to do is pop this on the front. But remember, it's going to open this way. So you're only going to put dimensionals on the right side, depending on which way you're opening it. So once again, it's going to go like this. Okay. So it's going to go like this on the card. I'm kind of eyeballing the tag on the sides. And then I'm just saying, okay, it's going to be right about in here. I can put it. So I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to put one right where I laced that through and put another one there. And one here. And then I'll take off my little backings off my dimensionals. And then I will be able to pop that right on there and open it up. Ooh, I got a little dimensional showing there, so why don't I just move that a little bit? Okay, I'm gonna snip that off here so that it doesn't impede anything. So that would just mean maybe I can just pop it right in there. There we go. Now it's not going to stick to the inside of the card. You've got that twisted. It's twisted. It's a gatefold. 2 fun cards with the candy cane bundle. Sweet candy canes with the candy cane dies. Where are they? Are they awesome or what? So easy to make. You just need 7 1/2 by 4 1/4. Score in 2 1/2 on each side, so 2 1/2 and 5. And then you just cut your designer series paper 2 1/4 by 4, and then you place them onto your panels and see which way they should be cut from diagonal. Thanks for buzzing by, friends. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me at cindyleeb@gmail.com, or you can text or call me at 724-323-2296. Thanks for buzzing by, friends.